The year of 2020 started with a lot of dreams and hopes. But with just few months into that year, all those dreams and hopes have been shattered. Will you believe me, my dear friends, if I tell you 43% of the most successful brands in the world have been created during the most toughest economic depressions and financial slowdowns. Now let me tell you, I have a question for you. What are you seeing right now? An opportunity or fear? Fight or flight? Surrender or challenge? This is the perfect moment for you to exhibit your leadership capabilities. So it is your easy chance to become a hero. You can become a legend. You can become a star. I'm going to reveal those secrets to you. Welcome, friends. The year of 2020 started with a lot of dreams and hopes. But with just few months into that year, all those dreams and hopes have been shattered, leaving the nations across the world in a state of uncertainty, fear, and shock. This pandemic hasn't just costed huge for the nations, but it has also affected the livelihood of common man. Even their survival has become a big question mark. It has set a stage of fear into our heart. A fear of survival. Will I get my promotion? Will I get that salary hike that was supposed to come to me? Will I get that business that was promised to me? Will my clients need me anymore? Will I be able to sustain my financial commitments? Will I be able to maintain the lifestyle that I've been living? Have I taken the right decision of starting business? Have I taken the right decision of sticking to the organization? Should I look for growth or should I surrender? 100 more such questions. When human race face such difficult situations, we are generally fine-tuned by nature to choose among one of the two options, either fight or flight, meaning which, either to stand up against the challenge, if not, to bow down before the challenge. And with thousands of messages bombarding your mobile phones and your social media networks every single day, by now you'd have decided how should you respond to this particular pandemic. And you could have come to an understanding that this situation that you're facing right now is far bigger than you think. And probably you have also chosen the style that you should adopt. Probably you have chosen you should play it safe. And instead of focusing on growth, you have decided your mind right now to focus on survival. You have probably prepared your minds to bow down before adversities. You have kept away your desire for creating abundance on bay and rather focus on how to create balance in your life. You have decided that your dreams can wait for now, and rather you have decided you need to focus on how to survive through this. I have a very interesting message for you here. A very interesting message for you here. When you look into the history of the world, some of the most powerful organizations, my dear friends, that are ruling the world and still ruling the world are those organizations that were created during the most toughest financial and economical meltdown of the world. During the economic panic that was created during the periods of 1837, while everyone were running away in fear and playing down their strength, two small companies were started in a very small way. Now, let me tell you something. Fear is only going to hold you back and cut you down from any possibility of creating a turnaround in your life. But when you're filled with daring hope, fear just vanishes. Today, those two companies that were started during that 1837 are called Procter & Gamble and GE. 1,000 companies were shut down during that time period because they were filled with fear and uncertainty. But true leaders saw opportunity. Now, During the long depression of 1870s to 1890s, a company was formed, and that company is today called the IBM. During the economic panic of 1907, a man bought a small garage, not much bigger than a big garage, a small factory, and he started manufacturing cars and started putting a nameplate there called General Motors. And today you know the rest of the history. During the biggest oil crisis the world has ever seen, during the year of 1973, while the entire world was struggling to move goods and moving away from that business, a man called Frederick saw an extraordinary opportunity and created a company called FedEx. Will you believe me, my dear friends, if I tell you 43% of the most successful brands in the world have been created during the most toughest economic depressions and financial slowdowns. Now let me tell you, great leaders took advantage of hope when the rest of the world was filled with fear. Yes, that's true. Microsoft, a well-known company which made the world's richest man Bill Gates, and who continued to be the world's richest man for decades together, built his organization Microsoft during the economic panic of 1975. Not just entrepreneurship, but if you look at organizations, if you look at some of the most well-known and powerful CEOs, they proved their ability to be a leader when the organization met with a crisis. And I'm rest assured, most of the organizations are in crisis right now. And this is the perfect moment for you to exhibit your leadership capabilities. To be very honest, my dear friends, let me tell you, this is not the year for slowdown. Rather, this is the year for abrupt growth. This is the year to grow beyond all chains that are holding you back. Last but not the least, let me tell you, when the wrath of Mother Nature and Lord God is sent upon people, on world, what follows a pandemic is always the days of love. That's what history teaches us. And let me tell you, what follows this COVID-19 are the days of love and compassion and blessings. When you decide to put your efforts right now, my dear friends, you're not only going to magnify your results, but you are going to build your stories of success. Because let me tell you, when the entire world is filled with fear, that's when leaders need to be filled with hope. I have a question for you. What are you seeing right now? An opportunity or fear? Fight or flight? Surrender or challenge? I'll tell you, millions of people are filled with fear. It is your only chance to be filled with hope. If you have a dream in your heart, this year, my dear friends, is a perfect year to make that dream a reality. COVID-19 is a blessing in disguise. It's a golden opportunity, according to me. It's a golden opportunity. When millions are filled with fears, if you are filled with hope, they become the hero. So it is your easy chance to become a hero. This is not a year for slowdown. Let me tell you, you have a choice in front of you. You can become a victim, or you can become the world's most powerful influencer. The choice is yours. You can become a legend. You can become a star. But now the billion-dollar question, maybe that's ringing into your heart, is, how do I do it? Stay tuned, my dear friends. In my next video, I'm going to reveal those secrets to you. Let's take together and grow together. To receive updates about the next video and more learnings that I'm going to give you, all that you'll have to do is, please do like this video and please do subscribe to my channel. And most important of all, please do take the efforts of sharing this video to all those people whom you really value. Because there are millions of people out there who have lost their hope and filled with fear. And I'm going to tell you how to break those barriers. Thank you for listening. Meet you again soon. Let's stay together, grow together. Let's become limitless. This is your Gerald Arun Das. Thank you.